Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to another episode of Tea with Taylor. And not just any episode, season finale. Season 4 finale. Oh, thank you. And so we have some special guests here today, as you can see, some very special people. And today we're going to talk about voguing and ballroom culture. Darling, sweetie, we're going to get into it. Thank you guys for joining in. Is that Calypso I see already, Calypso? Sure. Hey. Oh, my pastor is watching, Pastor Jody. Thanks for watching, Pastor. Hello. So yes, we actually have a ball coming up with my church too soon in December. Yeah, it's gonna be in Boston. It's gonna be a moment and a half, but we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it.
We're gonna do a road trip there.
Yeah. So let me find the fam on Facebook so I can interact because I love interacting with y'all. But while I do that, why don't you guys tell everyone who you are and your pronouns?
You wanna go? All right.
Well, I'm Chloe Savage. My pronouns are she, her.
I'm Amazon Z. Some of you saw my name on the flyer, so here's the face with the flyers. My pronouns are them and they.
Okay, and what do you do? I forgot to say that part.
Like for a job?
Well, I mean, what do you do in general for the community? What do you do? Because I know you wear many, many hats, both of you. So,
well, I work at one of the nightclubs.
yes.
I'm one of the dancers. I host the drag shows.
Goodness gracious, yes, you do everything over there.
Tonight, I'm working the back door.
Oh, okay. We were actually thinking about going there tonight.
I do the floor. I also co-host Categories with Amazon Z.
Yes, we love Categories.
I'm trying to work on getting an open stage.
Okay, all right. So for y'all who don't know, we're talking about Dark Lady. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for all that good stuff because I'm really excited for that. I love a good open stage.
Oh, yes.
And then Amazon, what do you do?
I wear several hats as well. I semi-retired from Dark Lady. I'm now just host Category Is with Chloe Savage, and I also host karaoke night.
Oh, yes.
Every now and then, when it comes back, I host trivia night. Outside of Dark Lady, I just graduated a year ago with my master's in library science and engineering, digital engineering. So,
congratulations.
Thank you. I'm now a professor at URI, CCRI, and now Johnson & Wales soon, next year.
Nice.
So, and then from that, I am a active community member in my tribe, which is the Narragansett Indian tribe, as well as I'm a archivist at the Tamaqua Museum, which is not affiliated with the tribe, but it's tribal members like myself.
The more I learn about you, the more I'm pleasantly surprised. Wow. Actually, today was very, blissful the way it worked out, because today's actually National Native American Heritage Day, so happy National Native American Heritage Day to you, Amazon. And on that note, we're going to take these little shots that I poured here for us. Salute to you guys for watching, making it to season 4. Salute to you guys for being here with me. Oh no.
Sorry.
Cheers. All right, here goes. That's dangerous. Oh boy.
Oh, that's smooth.
That's dangerous. That's smooth, Chloe says. Leave it to a savage. So before we get into all of the good stuff, before we start talking about ballroom culture, I like to do my hot topics. But first and foremost, Thanksgiving just passed. Technically, it's Black Friday today. How was your Thanksgiving? What did we do? What was that all about?
Well, I went all the way to Springfield, Mass.
House mother savage over here.
So I went to Springfield, Mass. And surprised my drag mother.
Oh, nice. That's amazing. That's a trip. So you must love your drag mother.
Oh, you have no idea.
Oh,
I had to bring the kid to New York.
Oof.
And then go to Springfield from there. But I surprised her.
That's cute.
I told her I was going to DoorDash her a coffee.
Oh, that's cute.
And then was like, it's outside.
Yeah.
And then she came out.
I'm outside.
I didn't say I was outside. I just said the coffee was.
But you enjoyed yourself.
Oh, it was
that's
fun.
Good.
And then, then I went to the strip club.
Well, I mean, hey, do it up. Do what you gotta do. I almost went to Ego. And I
had to do my rounds.
tired because I'm an old girl. I'm old.
Shake the purse
But no, it was a really great time. It was a good time though, right?
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Lots of
I
food.
realized this year more than other years how other people and different cultures could be sensitive to this calling it Thanksgiving. Because honestly, I have always called it Thanksgiving, but I knew that was the thing. Like people could be somewhat sensitive about. But I saw more than ever this year, thankfully, like people saying Happy Turkey Day or different wording for it too. Right. So I thought that was really important to know. Yeah. I was like, okay, we coming up just a little bit, little steps and stepping stones. But one thing that's not a stepping stone. This is my first hot topic, by the way. We're gonna just move right into it. Unfortunately, inflation is happening. We've all heard about this. We've all seen this. We're all living, so we've heard about this. But General Mills, one of the really big, they own dozens of different brands, is actually announcing that in mid-January that their prices are going to go up by a minimum of $2. So dozens of different brands across are going up by retail prices are going up by at least $2. So yeah, if y'all buying General Mills or any of those products, then just be well noted that those prices are going to be going up. Don't think it's strange that your supermarket prices have gone up. And another thing that I saw in my hot topics was the dollar store, Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree, did you hear about this?
Yeah.
Their prices are going up now too, and I'm like, okay, so we can't even have a dollar store anymore. Like it's not even.
What's that, like $1.29?
It's $1.25 now.
Yeah.
Yes, you knew.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so mad. I'm really upset because I like my
the
dollar
7
store.
cents made sense. Like, taxes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I got that, but
there are certain things that I will not I won't skimp on, like my soaps. I will not skimp on my soaps, like Miss Myers all day, hand soap, dish soap, all that. But I don't know. Most of my other stuff, I just get them to go to the dollar store.
Yeah.
I'm like I'm mad now.
Party favors.
That's my life hack.
That.
Yes, party favors and everything. That's my life hack.
Well, their excuse was to bring in high in demand items. And I'm like, what are people demanding
what is high in demand?
in Dollar Tree?
See, I'm so confused because they have what most people actually don't know. They have a kind of spin-off store.
What is that?
So it's called Deals.
Which
is like the dollar store, but
some other savage
they
coming through
sold
with the
stuff
deals.
that's more than $1.
Interesting.
Like Family Dollars.
Yeah. So I was like, you have that store, so I'm like, why?
I've never been to this store, so I don't know. I need to find the deals. Y'all let me know why none of my friends, so-called friends, never told me about deals before.
There's one on Broad Street between Central High School and the Dunkin'
I know
Donuts.
exactly where that's at. Okay, we gonna check it
and
out.
for all you Rhode Islanders,
we got holidays coming up.
Right at the old JB Byrider.
We got holidays coming up. Shoot, I'm gonna need some decorations and all. I need tape, glue. Do you like to listen? I'm going right. I'm going to Deals.
And clothes.
So have you guys heard of Blue Origin? Blue Origin. It's Jeff Bezos. It's Jeff Bezos' company. So it's the guy, the billionaire who sent people to space for 5 minutes.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
For
right.
5 minutes.
Yes. That whole thing. So we talked about that on Tea with Taylor as well a couple of weeks ago when that happened, and they sent, I believe, William Shatner I think it was Jeff Bezos' company that sent William Shatner to space. But now they're discussing sending Michael Strahan.
Yeah.
Did you see that? I'm like, oh man, they're gonna in a spacesuit. He's gonna orbit the edge of space for 5 minutes. I said, they're sending a black man? Goodness gracious.
I don't know. He couldn't even commit with Kelly on her show, so how can he commit to being in orbit?
That's the real tea. Oh my gosh.
Because there ain't much to do.
That's the real tea. He was on that show for a very short period of time. And I remember I was just getting into the idea. I was just getting into the idea of having him on the show, being an ex-football player, and I'm like, he doesn't fit. Of all the people that they should have had, an ex-football player, and then I finally started getting used to him being there, and then he was gone. It was
right.
Wonder what happened there. But yeah, he's going to space, y'all.
Is he or is
Supposedly.
We'll see.
We'll see if he makes it that far.
Allegedly. I love that. Oh my god, allegedly.
Let's see if he makes it that far.
Miss Williams is always the one who I always think of when I say allegedly. Oh God, bless her soul. And y'all pray for Miss Wendy Williams. Did you hear what's going on with her?
I don't care.
Oh my God, no! But she's ill. She's ill, y'all. Just pray for her. Pray for her. Pray for her. She is going through it. So something that I saw that really, really, really piqued my interest, as you know, as a bit of a stoner myself, Ontario is actually allowing Ubereats customers to order cannabis. Did you hear about this?
No.
Yes, let's take a road trip to Ontario.
I will not.
I will not. Oh, Jacqueline Nilsson is watching. Oh, hey.
Remember,
Jackie.
some of us cannot indulge.
This is true. So we just talked about this like 5 minutes ago. Dion says, who cares? Done. I'm done. Dion says, who cares? I'm done. Jacqueline Nilsson says she's moving to Ontario.
Bitch, you're not allowed.
You're not allowed. Jackie, we need you here.
If I'm stuck here,
AJ,
so
thanks
are
for
you.
watching. I love you. But yeah, I thought that was super interesting. I was like, listen, you guys are making it much too easy for us to sit at home and smoke weed.
I'm happy.
Chloe is allergic, in case you guys didn't know.
I am
Chloe Savage is
allergic
allergic to marijuana.
I cannot eat it. I cannot smoke it. I cannot use the oils. Unless I'm on a nice little vacay in the hospital.
we don't want that. That's an expensive vacay that you don't even enjoy.
Which I got insurance.
Chloe, Jacqueline Nilsson said, summer home. Yes, let's do it. I'm down.
Ooh, can we switch? Oh yeah.
And Kay Bigley, you can absolutely come. Yes, you're absolutely. Why not? But yeah, and another thing that I saw in the latest marijuana news, Edie Parker. Have you heard of this brand?
No.
It's a very high fashion brand. I didn't hear of it for a very long time either. But Edie Parker was in this mall that I grew up near in Long Island, in New York. So I only knew of it because of that. It sparked like a thing. But Edie Parker's expanding, y'all, into Massachusetts and Illinois, and they're expanding into a brand called Edie Parker Flower, which is a highline fashion commandered cannabis line. I was like, oh my goodness, this is very bouge. I live. It's very, I don't know. And they're tapping into an industry that's never been tapped into before. And in their Edie Parker stores in New York, their flagship store, they already have some of the accessories being sold. So they're doing like fruit-shaped bongs, rolling papers. They're doing lighters and pre-rolls.
Can I do a shameless plug?
Yes, absolutely.
Since we're talking about cannabis, my tribe, the Shinnecock tribe, which is part of my tribe, is actually harvesting and starting their own cannabis, and it's the first Native American established cannabis group that's going to be stationed in New York, Long Island, and Southampton. Okay. So keep an ear and eye out for them, Shinnecock Cannabis. Okay. It is actually going to be grown on in eastern soil in Long Island. It's not going to be shipped from anywhere else, so the distribution and pretty much the trade of it will be in fair cost.
Word. I love that. That you're going to have to later on, please share that in the comments so people know where to go to find that. That's amazing. I would want to be one of the first people to try that. That's great, and it's local, so to speak. And like, I would love that.
It's like the American spirit
of marijuana. Yeah.
No, not actually, because American spirits is culture appropriated. It is.
Oh, it's not. It's not owned.
It is not a native.
Listen, Amazon bought the Hot Topics today. I'm about to just hand the book over. Amazon bought all the Hot Topics today. I did not know that.
No, American spirits is not.
That explains why they're so expensive.
They're not native owned. They're native inspired because they use traditional, some traditional strands of tobacco, but it is not, and they don't even actually contribute enough revenue to Native communities or college funds.
Interesting. I'm not a smoker. I don't smoke cigarettes, but I did not know that. I always thought like I would literally say those are the Native American made cigarettes because like that's what I thought.
Right. Exactly.
Shoot. Something else that stood out to me, unfortunately, this week that I was splattered across the news a couple of times. Not as exciting, unfortunately, not as good news. But Malika Shabazz, Malcolm X's daughter, did we hear about this?
Yes.
Yeah. I was going to ask you two, did you get an update on it for the viewers? Malik Shabazz is Malcolm X's daughter who was found dead in her Brooklyn apartment at the age of 56 years old. And from what I last heard, I believe on Wednesday, it was from natural causes.
Yes, that's the same
Yeah?
of what I've heard. And
That's so sad. I was like, oh my
she
God.
was with her daughter.
Oh
when
no.
She passed. Yeah.
She had a daughter. I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, she had a daughter, an adult age daughter now.
Okay.
And she was in, I don't know if they shared a house or if it was her house and her daughter was there, but her daughter was around when she passed.
Oh no, that's unfortunate. Oh gosh. Do you recall how long it took them to find her? That's the part I missed.
Well, her daughter was already in the house. So I think it was when her daughter realized her mom was not waking
responsive,
up. Right.
Yes.
And so everything was put into act right then and there. It wasn't like walking in the house and she was there. They was still in the house together.
Well, we're sending out prayers to that family as well. And you know, I just felt that it was really important that you guys knew that was happening. I feel sometimes these things are kind of a reminder to us, like that generation is passing. That generation that has seen so many things is, you know, they're leaving us. Yeah, fought for so many things. Even behind the scenes for so many things that we take for granted now. You know, a lot of those people are either very, very old or passing away, and we have to, you know, take it with a grain of salt, unfortunately, because that's what happens in life. But yeah, it's unfortunate that these people are just leaving us like that, and so I hope that we can take something from this, learn a little bit, you know, and maybe acknowledge someone in your life who is of that generation just a little bit more this week, because, you know, that hit me a little hard. I was like, oh no, it's that great lineage suffered enough for everyone else. So that's the least we can do is acknowledge them. But moving forward a little bit, something that was really good in the political world this week, the Ammar Arbory case. We heard about this? Yes. No, all three of the defendants were found guilty. All three. Thank God. After that Kyle Rittenhouse bullshit. I'm sorry. I needed a win with this crooked government, but you hadn't heard about it. That was so you know that Ahmaud Arbery is the guy who was the black man who was shot dead while he was jogging. Yes. And I believe it was his hometown, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So all three of the defendants, all three white older gentlemen, were found guilty. Thank God. There is still some sort of hope in this crooked, crazy justice system. And anyone who argues otherwise, please feel free to unfollow and stop watching.
Or just cancel yourself.
Like, no.
I think out of all the cases, his hit me the hardest because he was a college student, graduated. He was coming back home. And the reason why he was in the house, they said the statement was he wanted to know how houses were built because he would like to do that for his mom. Yeah. And the fact that so many people did exactly the same thing what he did, but no one was chased down like he was.
Because no one noticed because they weren't brown.
Right.
That's the realty. Like, it's really awful how people's mindset sometimes is like so blatant and right in front of you, and the justice system will still like find some way around it. Like this Kyle Rittenhouse. Anywho's, me and Dion Sage have talked about this so much, so I'm blue in the face. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm glad we got that win. So I wanted to make sure y'all all knew that we got that win at least. So that was justice doing what they were supposed to do finally. Exactly. So I figured I'd share that with you guys too. And another really interesting thing. Do you guys watch The Simpsons?
No.
Really. Okay, so I'm huge. I tell people this all the time. I watch a lot of like the news and a lot of documentaries and stuff like that. And like, I don't know, sometimes I watch like TED Talks and stuff like that. I'm trying to be great, y'all. But so at night, like after dinner and after work and all that stuff, I like to watch a lot of cartoons and like animated series and stuff. And The Simpsons I kind of fell off on just a little bit. Because all the other ones kind of piqued my interest a little bit more. And I started watching, like, hardcore, like, bloody, gory, violent anime. You know, whatever, it's fine. And that keeps my interest.
Sounds like my night.
But, but The Simpsons recently introduced one of the main characters, Smithers. They introduced...
I saw this on Facebook.
They introduced his love interest. Yeah, his husband. Yeah. Yeah, what do you think about that?
He's no longer lusting over Mr. Burns.
Yes! And so he worked for Mr. Burns, and I don't know if you guys must have seen this or not, but they introduced the love interest, and this is the first LGBTQ love interest being displayed on this series.
Nice.
Ever. Yeah.
I gotta research.
Yes.
Openly.
Openly queer relationship, because there's been insinuations.
We've always known Smithers.
Right. We've always known about Smithers. But yeah, I thought that was a really big deal too, especially with a lot of the animated series kind of like, a lot of the more vulgar ones have always talked about it. But a lot of the more, a lot of the other ones have kind of like only insinuated at it.
Skipped over.
Yeah, it's like, oh, they might be a queer character. And I think it's important that they're represented in every aspect of life.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to see The Simpsons is one of the people doing it.
And don't forget about the Big North. That's another anime series.
Big North? That's the one where they're in Canada, right?
Yes.
I was like, I feel like I'm seeing a banner in my head. Big North.
The son,
Is there a queer character in that?
Yeah, the son from the last episode I remember seeing, he's supposed to be not only gay, but he goes by them and they pronouns.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, we love that. We
Yeah,
love
so-
representation.
So that was one episode I've seen because it was an episode of him baking cakes or something. That was
You
the
know what?
whole
I'm gonna have to catch that. If you guys watch that, let me know in the comments. No, go, go. Molly, everyone who knows that Molly's in the background. Everyone who's ever been there. Oh, Cat Savage is watching. She says hello.
Are you out of bed
yet? Are you in bed yet? You said
Out of bed.
Cat Savage just woke up. That's why she just turned the show
She
on.
woke up about 15 minutes ago. I knocked on the door.
We
she
love
takes
it.
after her mother.
Aww.
She surely fucking does.
No.
All the savages do.
Calypso said, "Let Molly on the show." You know what, Calypso?
Can we?
She came in. She came on when they were
She
here.
can sit
You
right
know what? It's the
here.
season finale. Molly, come on in. Molly. Yeah, sure. Let me get my wine
Look at
because
her
we're about
face.
to play a
Come here,
game.
Molly.
Because we're about to play a game, y'all. We're gonna get this
Come
game
here.
going,
Come sit
Calypso.
right here. Come here. Come up. Come up.
She won't jump in between you. She'll jump on the corner. But yes, Molly's joining us for the season
Come here,
finale,
Molly.
darling.
Right.
Oh, hello,
You get to be in the
Molly.
finale. with us.
Amazon is wearing black. Excuse
Yeah,
you.
right?
Oh. Anywho, so let's move forward a little bit. So we're gonna play our first game. I figured I'd keep it simple for the
Well, I have a
first
question
game.
for you.
Oh, Miss Savage. Okay.
For your little hot topic.
Oh boy, Savage brought some hot topics tonight. too.
Did you hear about the actor who played in The Dutch Girl?
No, I did
was
not.
hearing
Oh.
some-
What about it?
So, have you heard of The Dutch Girl?
No,
I have.
So-
I've seen it.
I've seen it. Oh boy,
Yeah, it's a great movie.
It is.
Okay, it's a movie.
The Dutch Girl is about the first ever trans woman who had surgery.
Oh,
And it was played by a heterosexual cis male.
really?
Yeah.
That's even more surprising.
But he actually came out on his own and said that is the one role he regrets.
Oh,
Because he
Because?
feels like a actual person from the community should have played that role.
okay.
think
I
she
thought
spoke
we
up.
were going south with that
Respect
one.
to him.
Yeah, no, okay.
But at the same time, he did such a fucking amazing job.
Okay, and what was the name of that again?
The Dutch Girl.
The Dutch Girl. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, watch
What platform? What streaming
I
platform?
don't know. I have a fire stick.
Because I don't watch regular TV. Does anyone watch regular TV
No,
anymore?
I have a fire stick and a laptop.
I'm pretty
True,
sure it's on
true.
Netflix,
And a
but-
PlayStation.
Okay, I'll search it on all of them. I'll
Yeah.
search it on all of them. Why not? Whatever. I have like 4. It's disgusting. But don't we all after COVID? Moving forward into our first game, I figured I'd keep it easy for you guys. The first one is One Has to Go. I love playing this game because I love getting a insight on how people are with certain things, and I don't know. I feel like I learn a lot from people with this game. So the second game though is another game that I really love playing on here, and it's called How Do You Do. Have you seen me play this game yet?
I haven't seen
Okay,
any
so
games.
How Do You Do, just so you guys know, we're going to go over it again later. How Do You Do is basically, I'm going to sing a song, and you're going to have to tell me what song it is, but I can only sell you in do-to-do's. So I have to do. I have to sing the entire song in all do's. So that's going to be interesting. I figured that'd be good. But now we're going to play One Has to Go, and I think we all know how to play that.
Nope.
And nope. Really, Chloe? And because Chloe noped me, we're going to take another shot. Yay, shots.
Oh, there's
I'm
rewards
hoping
for
that
doing
you're
this?
keeping... I'm hoping... There's a reward for this. Positive encouragement.
God, I gotta work
Salute.
tonight.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Thank God I'm a professional.
Mm-hmm. I mean, cheers to that. Cheers to the freaking weekend. Okay, One Has to Go. This one I figured would be really easy. The first category is holidays. One has to go.
Christmas.
Thanksgiving, Halloween, or Christmas?
Christmas.
Really? Chloe, you said that too quick. Why Christmas?
So anyone that knows me knows I practice witchcraft.
Okay.
Come from family bloodline.
Okay.
Dating to Salem, past neo-pagans. So Christmas is actually a holiday that was made up to cover up a pagan holiday.
Okay. Okay. You're not wrong. I'm listening. And how about you, Amazon?
I'm caught between Christmas and Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving because some close family members that used to partake in it aren't with me anymore. And Christmas is because it's a little, I don't know, somehow some Christmas music to me is depressing.
No, I get that.
Like,
I absolutely get that.
I don't like going in shopping malls and shopping stores because of certain music that it may uplift some people, but not for me.
I think most Christmas music, I'm like, gosh. There's been a few remixes on classic Christmas songs that I like, but most Christmas songs, I'm like, goodness gracious, enough.
I don't really celebrate Christmas. I celebrate Nakomo, so that's our Thanksgiving. We have 13 Thanksgivings, and one of them is during the winter is Nakomo. So.
Oh my gosh, Cat Savage said, Chloe, your cat agrees with you so hard, almost all my ornaments are ripped off the tree. Sheesh! You trained the cat to not like the ornaments, Lord?
No. Let me explain. Cat Savage put up a fucking Christmas tree and tried to call it a Yule tree, but those decorations are Christmas.
I cannot.
And this is the first Christmas tree my cat has ever seen. Because my cat's not even a year old yet.
So it's a toy.
So, no, my cat don't even like Christmas.
The cat, I can't. Well, okay, next. So this one should be pretty easy for you. Which one of these has to go? Twitter, Snapchat, or Instagram?
Twitter, I don't use it.
Amazon?
You said Twitter, Snapchat, or Instagram?
Yes. I have to agree with the Twitter. I hate it.
I would say Snapchat because I don't have it.
Okay, interesting. Okay. That's a good reason. Honestly, I have it, but do I use it? Not very often. Every once in a while, I'll go on there and I'm like, oh yeah, Snapchat. Sean Bell said Snapchat too.
Teaser trailer to OnlyFans.
Calypso said Instagram can get a boot. Why? Are you serious? Your Instagram is everything.
Girl, what you doing up on Twitter?
Jackie said bye Twitter. Yeah, no, I'm good with Twitter.
Like I said, Twitter's nothing more than a teaser trailer for OnlyFans nowadays.
Yes! The OF though.
Sorry, Rico.
Kat said Insta. Wow. Okay, all right. I mean, I love me some Instagram. I'm sorry. Okay.
Me too.
This is TV shows. Girlfriends, Friends, or Sex in the City. And we talked about Sex in the City last week on the show.
Friends. I hate Friends.
Really? You hate Friends? Not even one episode you like of Friends.
I hate Friends.
What? That's insane. You heard it here. Wow. How do you hate Friends? I can't understand how you hate Friends. Sean Bell says Friends too. Are you kidding me?
Why?
I love Friends. I'm sorry.
Even Sex in the City had more black people than Friends did.
That's very true. How many black folk you know hanging out in the coffee shop though all day? We got work. We got things to do. Let's let Amazon answer because I got a lot to say.
I'm sorry, it's Sex in the City.
Okay, no, that's my answer. Sex in the City.
Yeah.
I loved Friends and I loved Girlfriends. I can't get rid of that.
I
was gonna say Sex in the City. Jackie said gasp.
Gasp
Clutch the pearls.
Which one, Jackie? Who you gasping at?
No, yeah, we had. I don't know.
I want to know who she gasping at.
Jess. We have to keep the Friends finale because Gaga was on it. You can get rid of the rest, is what Jackie
Jacqueline
said.
Nielsen. I'll give you the one episode.
Okay, you got that. But I was gonna say, let's get rid of Sex and the City because I just thought it was overrated, to be honest.
See, it was good until they made movies.
That's when I got into it when the movie came out, and I was like, actually, I don't like this as much as I want to like it.
I am Samantha.
Oh Lord. Anywho's, moving forward. Okay, so the next one. This is food. So the next two are food. So this should be easy.
Does have to be one.
Yeah. Yes, it has to be one. That's the name of the game.
I'm very picky with food.
I literally love eating. So,
Me
Calypso,
too.
Calypso says she loves the movie. Wow.
She would.
I mean,
Right?
okay, I get it. The fashion was cute, but that's it. You can't make a movie from cute fashions. Like, just give me an Instagram post then. But anyways, which one of these has to go? Pizza, burritos, or burgers? You can never have them ever again. One of the three.
Burgers.
Burgers?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I can't choose.
Of any kind of burger, you can't have it ever again.
So, ooh.
Well, you brought up burrito. I love Mexican food.
Okay.
All right.
And pizza.
Pizza is a college nostalgia to me, so.
It is a.
I'm gonna say burritos.
Kat said burritos too. Look at the Savage family. Shoo.
I'm gonna say burritos because pizza and burgers you get bacon.
I am upset with you. That goes.
What's yours?
Mine is actually gonna be pizza because I'm lactose intolerant and I shouldn't be eating it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So every once in a while I'll be like a little drunk and I'll see a pizza and it's the most tantalizing thing I've ever seen in my life. But I can't. I shouldn't do it and I probably.
See,
pizza.
I'm from New York, so we have pizza.
Yeah, we had pizza, honey.
We had
Yes.
pizza.
And
Jumbo
you, like
slices.
that's what it
Yes.
was too. I'd be walking on those streets in New York City just late night, and the smell of it coming out. It's like, oh, and I'm like, I know I shouldn't have it,
That
but like maybe.
Brooklyn fold.
Okay, so the last one is going to be, and it's funny you say this: bacon, pancakes, or eggs.
Pancakes.
One has to go.
What? Say it again.
Bacon, pancakes, or eggs.
Bacon.
Wow.
What did you just say?
Bacon.
What? Any kind of bacon. Any kind
Well,
of
I
bacon.
don't eat pork.
Okay. Okay, all right.
I'll give that to you.
But then that means you got to get rid of turkey bacon, all of the kind of bacons, all of it.
I'm not a person that's
Turkey
into.
bacon's disgusting.
I'm not into like things trying to be like something else.
Okay.
Like not meat things or things trying to be like meat, but it's not meat.
Why your daughter joining Miss Michaela talking about? Oh, we talking about food.
That's my girl.
Pariba also said bacon. Is that because you don't? Is that because you don't
Pariba?
eat pork, Pariba?
Pariba. No, she eats pork.
Okay.
I like her house. I have pork chops at her house.
Honestly,
What is wrong with you, Pariba Brown?
Ooh, not the call out session.
Girl, call out. I call it by her government.
Okay, yeah.
But pancakes.
I guess.
is the
Why
correct
pancakes?
answer.
You don't like pancakes?
I don't eat pancakes. I don't eat waffles.
I don't do mirrors. I don't do windows. That's what I heard just now.
Like I told you, I eat, but I'm picky.
Okay, all right. Waffles are a lovely pancake substitute, Jackie said. That's very
Jackie,
true.
you're fired.
I would have to say bacon because one, it's pork usually, and I love me some pancakes. I'm big on starches and bread. I love my starches and breads. And eggs I eat all the damn time. And everything.
You don't eat pork?
I don't eat pork like that,
me
no.
neither.
I used to a lot. That's why I had to
See, I grew up in Maine. I live for bacon.
Oh, Michaela said pancakes too. What is going on in the Savage household?
We know the correct
Lord.
answers.
Well, I guess I'm not coming over there and making no pancakes breakfast for y'all.
You surely
Shoot.
fucking ain't.
Oh,
What about
Lord.
French toast?
See, we eat
Calypso
French toast.
said, "Ooh, I had pancakes at your house. What you mean?"
I didn't cook. Cat cooked that. I
You
did
heard it here, y'all.
not. If you want to be correct, I did not cook that food, and they had to come and wake me the fuck up.
I can't.
Just to let me know that food
Just
was
to let
done.
you know it was done.
And did you see me touch a pancake?
Ooh. Well then.
Remember, I know your government too.
Oh my gosh, Ivan, thanks for watching. Ivan also said pancakes, though. I don't understand what's
Ivan?
going on with y'all in this pancake hate.
The bartender from Miko?
Oh my god, no. Ivan Ma is from the Inner Circle. He's a good friend of ours here.
Inner Circle. That sounds like a secret
it's
society.
It is a secret society. Get into it. No, but they also have a podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, all the above. Ivan, put the link in the comments so we can all check it out.
I need new things to watch and listen to.
It's a really great show. I love it. It's awesome. And I've made really good friends of the hosts there, so I'm glad to see that you're watching, Ivan. Thanks for watching. And Sean, of course. Pancakes are life. Thank you, Sean. I love you. Thank you.
Sean who?
Shout out Sean Bell. Thank you.
No,
But I think it's about that time for us to get into our topic. And that would be, if you guys are just joining in, our topic today for the finale of season 4. I got two of the most people that I could think of for this category that literally personify the voguing and ballroom culture. And I have to say, you know, like big ups and like all congrats, and like I'm so grateful to know that you are bringing the ballroom scene to the public eye, so to speak, here in Providence and here in Rhode Island. It's really a big thing for me that's actually being acknowledged. And so my very first thing, jumping right into it for you both, and you can choose who answers first, or you can answer together, is, you know, why do you think, in this current day and age, why do you think that the voguing and ballroom culture even matters?
At least for Providence, I can talk about. Because this is how the whole night started.
Okay.
So for those of you that know, there was a little mishap at Dark Lady.
Okay. Oh,
and
we know about mishaps, huh?
Yep.
Oh, yes.
So the owners and the manager, Rob Ball, came to me and was like, as a person of color, how do you feel about this? And as someone who has walked the ball for 3 years, my thing was, I feel like there's too much hate, and we should bring back the ball nights where you brought it to the floor and that was it.
Ooh.
And that's how Categories got started.
Ephraim, we're not going to get into the tea right now. We're not going to get into that tea.
Who was that?
Ephraim is commenting.
Ephraim who?
DJ Ephraim Adams is saying, what's the tea, child?
Just hit me up.
You want us to get messy up in here. We're not talking about it. We're not talking about it. Sasha Stone, thanks for watching. We're not going to get into it. But long story short, that is how you created the Category Is night, basically.
It is. So they asked me to do it, and I was like, okay, well, I have a couple, you know, conditions. Not so much conditions. There was one. I was like, anyone who's been to the Dark Lady knows Vinny.
Okay.
Who won
the Booty
King of Queens. Yes, the Ass of Providence. But they won the King of Queens. So my condition was that they had to judge.
Okay.
And drag.
Okay. And that happened. I was there for that. It was a great night.
And then I had talked to Hebe about it. And then that's when I found out that Hebe came from the New York scene. So I was like, oh my God, well, like, come do this with me.
And you know what? I wasn't gonna mention that. I was gonna give you a moment to talk about that, but you totally downplayed yourself when I asked you what you do. I was waiting for the 007 speech. Oh. I was waiting for it. But we're gonna jump to you for a second. What do you think? Why do you think that voguing and ballroom culture matters in this day and age?
It matters because for me, speaking as a New Yorker who grew up seeing the ballroom scene,
which is a privilege.
Yes, thank you. So I've seen it. I've seen how the ballroom scene progressed during, you know, the time that I've seen it. I've actually had the chance to meet Willie Ninja before his passing. I've seen Dominique Johnson, when she was called Dominique Johnson. That's on Pose. When she was a host at Stonewall. And I've seen people like recruit people going to the clubs and things like that because they either dance in a certain way or they like their look. I came into the scene because a community member from where I used to be part of a youth council was in the ball scene, and they were with Extravaganza.
Oh, yes,
so,
Extravaganza.
So they introduced me to it because they knew I was an artist. They knew I loved to, and they loved my beat work. I'm an artist and a beater. And so they introduced me to Stephanie Extravaganza. And both of them took me under their wing. And I was mostly in the background help making embellishments, accessories, tightening up certain costumes for people. Okay. And then from there, when I met Willie Ninja, now I was a little bit underage during that time. So when I met...
Weren't we all, darling?
So I met Willie Ninja before his passing, but he really wasn't immersed in the ball scene anymore. He was just being host at like places like Stonewall and Esquilita, which is still a thriving club in New York. And he brought me in. And now Esquilita is also a kiki scene and major ball scene. So
DJ Ephraim is sounding off, not to cut you off, but DJ Ephraim is sounding off saying because it's vital to Black queer history, very true, because it is a safe space, very true, and because everyone wants to be Black, but don't nobody want to be Black. I hear you on all those points, DJ Ephraim.
I think what he's trying to say is everyone want to be Black, but Black people don't want to be Black.
Right, everyone wants to be Black until you're Black, and you have to deal with everything that entails being Black. But, just before we go off a little bit too much, just to break it down to the very base bones, don't read me too much for this, but voguing is a very stylized modern house dance sort of style of dance. If you don't know what voguing is, it originated in the late 80s, so to speak. Don't read me too much.
I'm not going to read you.
Let me get the definition out.
Just fill you in.
Okay, you can.
So, because you said modernized.
It's a modern house dance.
But that's stylized. Because now, originally there was one style. But now you have two.
That's very true. Very true.
And the different, what makes me and Hebe such great hosts is
you do modern and old school.
No, I don't do old school.
No, but you recognize both.
Yeah, so Hebe does what is called old way, which is old school.
Yes.
So he's very old way and he's very soft with his. As where I do,
you do very new school.
I'm new school and very dramatic, which means I'm all power and precision.
Oh yes, absolutely. I've seen it, so it's great. I
just want the viewers
I appreciate
to know
it.
there are differences.
I want to learn. That's why y'all here.
In the ball now.
Absolutely. So just to break it down, again, based down to the bare minimum, to the base bones. If you guys have never heard of the word Vogue, if you've never heard ballroom culture or ballroom anything before, we're not talking about the waltz. We're talking about ballroom culture.
Started in I could do the waltz.
I could do a key.
Or the foxtrot.
Oh yes. But not to confuse. The ballroom scene started in Harlem in I want to say the 60s or something along those lines.
Yeah.
And it was popularized in the 80s. And so that's the base minimum of what voguing and what ballroom is. So moving forward from that bare minimum, you guys, I want you to tell me, what do you think defines the Vogue community?
So for me, to backtrack to what DJ Ephraim said, because this was brought up.
Yes.
Actually, this was brought up after our very first ball. Because, we got shit about having a white person on our flyer.
Oh, boy. Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah. But mind you, she was the theme.
Pick your battles, folks.
Ballroom, yes, started in the black, red, and yellow communities. But it is now a safe space for members of all communities. And, yes, that includes the white communities, people.
That's very true.
And it pretty much is for, people the misfits, the people. Originally, it was so we'll backtrack a little bit more.
Okay.
Hebe here is the 007,
which is someone who's not part of a house, someone who performs and snatch trophies and get recognition on their own.
Oh yes, I got my trophies behind me here.
Yes.
I keep them on the set because I know Chloe's going to read me for that.
So say your question again.
So what do you think defines the Vogue ballroom community?
What defines it is the energy that you possess within your living surroundings. And this is something that a lot of people, even though ballroom scene today is, seen by everyone, it was an underground culture that started out. And as it progressed with the voguing, because before it was the voguing scene, it was all about pageants.
Oh, yes.
And so when the voguing scene came, it was an energy. It was an energy that non-privileged people harvest and possess because it was a way of telling your stories of what you want to acquire, but you don't inherently have.
That's when I fell in love with balls. When I started watching balls on YouTube and different videos of people at balls. I grew up and born and raised in New York, and I've never been to an actual ball.
Really?
And I've only ever seen balls and videos and things and things that I look up and and the energy like attracted me so
Well, it was
much.
like,
And it was a
even
battle.
our balls,
And-
like
yes.
even though sometimes we don't have a lot of people there, the energy is still there.
And that's what it's all about.
And
But
it's
also,
a battle. It's a battle. You're reading each other with voguing.
You're telling your story through
Yes.
dance and like like the motion of your body, and that's not something that we as a queer Black community, especially in the 80s, were able to do.
But also, like we said, he beats 007, as where I am the house mother of the House of Savage. So I used to be part of the House of Cavalli.
Okay.
Here in Providence. So I treat my house the way we were treated, like a family.
Of course.
So many, especially back in the day, Black queer children
Mm-hmm.
were kicked out of the house. Mm-hmm. So houses actually became a safe space for them to live. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times
live.
Yeah, and a lot of times, you had to go out and get a job and pay your dues. But
Dion Sage can we get a lesson? You getting one? Just sit back and
Girl,
relax.
can't you hear us?
Can't you hear us? But like you said you're the house mother. We've talked about this of House of Savage, and we've talked about the different houses that you've had the pleasure of being a part of or helping with balls. So my next question actually is, what is a house, and when should someone join? Just break it down to the bare minimums, because even DJ Ephraim is saying, can we get back to the root of the scene, no matter how accessible or commercialized it gets? And it's very true, because now we see it in like shows like Pose and things like that, publicizing house mothers and houses, but a lot of people don't really know what a house is.
So, a house is...
Or how to join a house if you need to be a part of a house, or you want to be a part of a house.
You get asked to be part of a house.
You get asked to be...
I know that, but I want you guys to tell them that.
So, you get asked to be part of a house. Like, all my children, I have that. You can ask anyone in Providence.
Kat Savage says, I'm very grateful to be in the Savage family.
Bacon and pepperoni pizza.
But yes.
We have house mothers, house fathers, which are like the patriarch of the houses. Yes. And if it's an actual established and thriving house, we treat it like an actual family. Like, Amazon has come with us, and like we went out to dinner, and we celebrated the house father of Savage, Jaden Savage's birthday at our buffet.
Jaden's so cute.
House Savage has done beach trips, Springfield trip. Like, we act like as a house to the point where we actually live together now. Well, at least 5 of us.
And a lot of people have to understand, like, these families became families because, like was expressed earlier, a lot of the children were usually homeless children, kicked out of their biological houses.
And some even kicked out of the shelters.
And out of the shelters. They're in and out of the shelter system. So a lot of these children go to the different ball scenes and express their feelings, express who they are, and these mothers or
without
fathers,
fear of being judged or like or even attacked.
And it's our job to protect you and raise you and teach you the things that we need to be.
And I believe
whether it's life skills or like.
And I'm a proud father of the House of Neptune. And I'm really proud to.
3 children now?
Two. One of them calls me father, but I don't know. We haven't had the talk yet. We haven't endowed them with the Neptune name. But yeah, I'm really proud and happy to be able to and share with them things that I may perceive as wisdom. Share with them my household. Share with them anything that I'm able to share. And move that forward, because they are both much younger than me, and I also feel that the new generation, and don't attack me, needs a lot of guidance.
It doesn't matter about age.
No, it doesn't. But
because,
I feel personally, my heart of hearts,
like my daughter Michaela and Kat are both older than me.
Yes. But in my heart of hearts, I do feel that the younger generation needs a little bit more guidance and direction.
But just so they know, like, it's not always so much age, but it's also experience. So
and I just feel that in my heart of hearts, part of the reason that I'm here, that I've been given the platform, been put on this earth is to, you know, give that somewhat direction, because the younger generation has so much fire and passion, and I love that about them, but a lot of it is not directed in the right space.
They have it, but they need structure.
Yes, and houses have been able to do that for years. I believe since the first, there was a mother involved in Stonewall.
Yes, that was
oh boy, I'm losing the name right now. But yes, even then, that was the one of the first houses, if I'm not mistaken. Marsha P. Yes, one of the very first houses ever, and it saved lives. It helped a lot of young queer people, old queer people.
Help a lot of them to stop prostituting too.
Absolutely, you get people off the streets, give them a warm place to lay their head, and you never know what you can go.
And that's the thing with houses is there's a difference between houses and cliques.
Absolutely.
So a clique is not a house.
That is
know? So a house is a structured unity, a community of people that the mother or the father are taking in these youth to be part of their house. They're proving themselves through the ballroom scene, whether they're snatching a trophy or even cash toward the house, you know, to pay bills or, you know, to keep themselves up. They are promoting to, you know, get an education, get a job, you know, no mopping, no lifting things, stuff like that. So, but, you know, they establishing structure. And one thing in the house.
Mopping in forever.
Yes, I haven't mopped in forever.
One thing with houses that I feel may be losing is children was considered your brothers and your sisters, meaning that you didn't bed hop with anyone, and that's the difference with cliques.
Ooh, yikes!
You know? So, you know, get it right.
That's
cliques and houses are totally different. So
I will say
don't be bed hopping now.
But there are some house members that do date.
Don't be bed hopping.
There is,
but they don't hop through the family.
So
one family member.
Right. But so, you know, moving forward just a little bit, because we can talk about that all day. That's real tea. That's real scolding hot tea. But my next question, actually, we talked about it a little bit earlier with our balls and stuff like that, and you talked about the balls you've been to. What does a typical ball structure look like? What does it feel like to you? You can explain categories and everything, because if someone's never been to a ball, I don't think they would know.
All right, so there are 6 categories. You have spins and dips, floor performance, hands, duck walk, catwalk, and the element of surprise.
And that's just with the voguing. That's what Chloe just expressed. That's with the voguing. That's what we expect to see. The judges, the commentators, the hosts, that's what we want to see when you do a full-on Vogue, whether it's new way or old way. That is the things that we want to see. When it comes to categories for the ball night, there's so many depending on who is the host. So your basic bare to the bone is your voguing, your new way and old way, hand performance, and then you go into your looks. There are so many categories of look, but first it was just looks. Then you have your breakdown your looks. You have your butch queen, your femme queen. You have some people want to host realness, whether it's butch realness or femme realness.
Or sex sirens.
And categories have been ever so changing.
What else? You have runway.
I feel like with the popularization, again, of the ballroom culture, and like shows like Legendary, I feel like categories have been like, really kind of, they've been pushing the boundaries, I think. Like, kind of
I have an issue with
changing it up. What's your issue? Ooh, let it be known.
So, Legendary is not a real ball.
It's not. It's a television show.
A lot of the people on the show are not.
No, they're not
part of those houses.
Right.
Not even from the ball scene completely.
At all, because I
literally apply.
Because I was trying to learn, and when I started watching Legendary, I was like, who are these folks? I don't know.
The way Legendary is, you can literally apply to be on the show, and then you just get, if you get picked, you get thrown into a house.
Oh, I see. Okay. So then my next...
there's 2.
So then, no, it's fine.
So like the house name, so it's like the house names are real.
Right.
And you do have some people who are actually from that
those names
house,
are real.
but some of the people are not.
But the judges themselves, the hosts, like sorry for not knowing their names, but the model that's literally the voice of it, she's not from a ball scene.
Megan Thee Stallion.
No, they often have people from
No, he is.
Mm-hmm.
No, he was not part of the ball scene.
Oh. La Roche? Yes, he was.
One that does all
How
the
about
looks,
y'all?
the stylist.
Yeah.
He was not part of the house.
No, he was not part of a house, but he...
Y'all let us know.
He was one
y'all
of the
let us know.
Like, he went to... Like, he's the only one that actually, like, went to the balls. Like,
okay.
But he went as a spectator.
He went as a spectator.
Right.
Okay.
So, like, out of all of them, he knew the ins and outs.
The politics of it was he didn't walk a ball. I understand he was but the politics...
Really
Jacqueline said, why is Jamila Jamil there? It's a good question. A lot of the judges there is why are they there? That's a question I have about the whole show.
Like, who is she?
But you mentioned that show is not like a real ball. So again, what is the typical structure of a ball? How does that look? The
typical structure are people who live and were part of the ball scene. You pretty much grew into the ball scene. People know your name. You establish your name and structure there. For you to be a legendary, for you to be an icon, for you to be an overall, icon, because you have your legendaries and your icons. And you just don't walk into a ball and develop icon within a year. This is years.
Right.
This is years and years of, earning your name and earning your title.
Also, the balls were like, again, it's a safe space.
Mm-hmm.
So there were many times when homeless people would walk right off the streets to go to the balls, and sometimes our balls would have food.
Right.
For these people. Mm-hmm. So it's like at our balls, it's catered, so we have the food.
I'm going to give you guys a minute at the end to promote that too. I want you guys to make sure you share that with everyone. But yeah, that's a really good point. I actually was gonna say, how do you get involved in the ballroom community? But a lot of like you started to mention, a lot of them were considered safe spaces for the queer community. So if I'm correct in this, I like to think that a lot of them were somewhat secret, right?
Yeah.
So
they were. I know people. I know cis heterosexual people who walk the ball, and when I asked them their story, they literally said, like, they were struggling, they were homeless on the street, and they just happened to walk into a ball, and that's how they became a part of it.
And so a lot of those spaces were kept to that community. Like you wouldn't know where they were unless you were a part of that community. And is that still the way it is? Do you feel that's still the way it is?
Yes and no. Because, like, now, like, they kind of, they all use social media and they say where it is.
Absolutely.
But it's not, at the same time, the people who are walking the balls all know about it.
Right.
Months in advance.
Right.
And I think the younger crowd that get into the balls that already are in houses, and when you do have these individuals that come in from the street, there's no, depending on the house, there's no nurturing, there's no compassion for that person to take them in. It's all about, this is our house and it's going to be the way it is, who we have. And if they see some newbie and they don't have any credentials to
they're often looked down on.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's losing that. It's part of the spirit of the ballroom scene is decreasing with people's mind frame, and it's because of this social media.
Okay,
that's a savage steps in.
Yeah, that's very true. Okay.
Because I have more than enough children,
and some people
take more.
Oh yes, and some people, like I was talking about earlier, it's an expression of your art, so to speak. And you're telling your story, and we as artists get sensitive about our shit. And so So my next question and my final question is, in the ballroom community, when we are expressing our art, is it okay for us to kind of feel that we shouldn't share that with certain people? No. Like, for instance, when the whole Madonna Vogue incident happened, if you know the ballroom community, you know what I'm talking about. We're not going to get into that because that's a whole nother. But, many people liked it, many people didn't. They felt that it put the Vogue community on the map, but it also diminished the quality of the Vogue community as well. So do you think, as an artist, it's okay for us to feel that way? Do you think it's okay that we shouldn't want to share it with certain people?
As an artist of many different platforms, if it brings you joy, I feel like you should share it with everyone.
My daughter is watching, and she said Madonna did some things. Thank you for watching, Niall.
I'm all about history and everything, so I'm going to give a little history thing.
Yeah, give us some history.
So to answer the question, should we be sharing? Yes, it's fine, but don't give credit where credit is due. Because when the ballroom scene started, we're going to go a little bit back further with the 50s and 60s. It started out with the trans community as pageants. That's what the ballroom scene was about. It was all about the pageants because these pageants was established because they couldn't join other non-of-color pageants that were in Long Island and in Fire Island. So they came on down to Harlem and developed these pageants, and then from pageants from people who couldn't do all what the drag and trans community could do, you know, it developed a lot of other categories with the dancing, and those dancing still came from the trans and, you know, drag community. So there's that sharing again. They shared their space with people who did not want to go into transition or to go into drag. Then from the years, we shared our space again with cis recognized people, but mainly the straight community. We shared our space. That is the community
I am speaking of, to be very clear. Is it okay for us to not want to share? I think so.
You know, to the point, I feel like I don't, but we're in a state with media and everything where we can't help but to. To go back to Legendary, there was something I was a little bit perturbed about because me knowing the little bit of time to Willie Ninja, he would have not went for a house that, you know, was nothing but straight women. You know, not to say he's against it, it was just that it took his morality from that. And his house was for his community, whether it was female or male, but it was part of the LGBT.
And my daughter is sounding off in the comments, so I'm going to read this to you and let you go with it. Niall Taylor of Providence, of House of Neptune, is saying ballroom is literally boot camp for queer folk in a way because of how real and cunt it is. Madonna used queer black body as an extension of her art, and walking is kind of practice in real world, which is why realness is a key in the world of ballroom. I agree with every single thing.
I'd like to just share two things, and I'm going to let you all think about that.
Yes, leave us with some thoughts.
Now, when Madonna came out with her thing, with the Vogue, the popular album and song, people didn't, like today's generation are reading her, but the generation of that time, they were all for it. However, the producer of Paris is Burning,
Paris is Burning,
she got a lot of flack for that movie because they felt like she showed the brown and black community of the LGBTQ community in a negative light. So I want to share, why was she attacked when she put you all out, you know, bare bones of who you are, and for people to, you know, this was a history book, a visual history book. However, for Madonna, because she was a popular icon, no one came after her.
That's why.
Yeah, that's right. That's why. That's exactly because she was a popular icon. And if you haven't seen Paris is Burning and you really want to learn about the Vogue culture, please do me something and watch that documentary. Paris is Burning really opened my eyes to that whole community.
Chic, when are you coming to a ball?
That's what I said. My daughter needs to show up and snatch a trophy for the House of Neptune because Father can't do it on his own.
I know you can do it. I can vote down the side of you.
Father cannot do it on his own. I told you.
Over by that pedestrian bridge.
Now, what you got to say about that, daughter? Because I'm not the only one calling you out now. Anywho's, we have reached our hour marker, though. You know, I mean, it is our season finale, so I'm gonna give Dion a break. I'm gonna say we're gonna go another 10-15 because I want to play our little game. Mr. Sage is in the background helping me as usual, and I'm so grateful for that. He's my button pusher, as I like to call it. But and after this, I'll make sure to post the finale on YouTube and also on the Tea with Taylor Facebook. And I will keep diligently promoting throughout my little break after this season.
And we have a reading ball this Sunday.
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm excited. And before I forget, December 4th, Pastor Jody, if you're watching, please post that the information, the link to that. December 4th is going to be our winter ball from our church, Powerhouse Ministries.
I am so mad that I can't
It's going to be in Boston. It's going to be a very, like, the Boston community is coming out to support and to also participate in that ball. And it is in honor of World AIDS Day. So I'm really excited to talk about that, and it's on my events page, on my Tea with Taylor's events page. So you guys check that out. If you want to join us on that, let me know. It's also being sponsored by Tito's. I'm really excited about it. Yeah, December 4th. Yeah, if you want to go, let me know. Oh my God, yes. I would love to introduce you to my pastor and his husband, our first G. They are so amazing. But let's play our game. Let's play our game. So we're gonna play How Do You Do, y'all. And this game is pretty interesting. It's basically I'm gonna do a song until you get it. Okay. There's one in there. I'm not gonna lie. It's super biased towards Chloe. So you're gonna know what it is right away, I think. I'm so sorry, Amazon. So I think I already know what you're gonna do. Yes. Okay. So I hope you're watching Calypso, because we're about to get ready for this game. It's called How Do You Do again, and I'm gonna sing a song. I'm gonna only do do's. Okay. All this talking. Okay. So let's see this one. I'll do this one first. Do 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 do. Really? No idea. Do you guys know what this is? Yes, Niall got it. What is Oh my God, 3435. Can we stay up all night? Ariana Grande. Really?
I listen to country music.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I listen to country music.
Calypso said, "Oh Lord, you're in trouble, Taylor." I know, they don't even know that one. I picked it because I thought everybody knew that song. Lord,
I listen to country music.
I don't even like Ariana like that. She's a baby prostitute, but like, Lord. Alright, next song. Oh boy, how does this start? Do 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 do. Oh, I almost started singing it. Do 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 do. Really? Oh my goodness, I am in trouble today. That was a popular one. Taylor. That was Scoop. I'm just trying to be the daily. Scoop, Little Nas X, come on. Okay, Calypso got that one. All right, and Niall got that one. Shoo. You know what? Oh, Ivan got that one too. Okay, all right. I'm not the worst, okay? It's just that you guys don't know these songs. Okay, cool. I was starting to think that my dues were pretty bad.
No, it's fully that we don't know the songs. I don't know the song that you just said.
Well, you know this one. Do 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 do.
Oh, that's like you better need a hit.
Yeah! I knew you were gonna get that one. It took me 3 seconds. I knew you were gonna get that one. Did you know that was it? No. What was your guess? What was your guess when I said it was gonna be something that Chloe knew?
Well, because you said something she wouldn't like, or
no, I was trying to say it was something that she knows very well.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes,
you can catch me performing that on December 4th.
Kat definitely called that one in the comments. I wasn't trying to acknowledge it just yet.
I was calling that what you said is something I definitely knew.
Okay, all right. I think you have performed this song as well, so you might know this one. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Really? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh my gosh, you guys know what this song is. Please tell me you know what this song is. It's React. Pussycat Dolls. I think you have done this song. I'm so bad. Yes, I'm like, every time I leave you.
Alright, so I did React once, and it was during COVID. And it was on top of a car.
Okay, Calypso got that one. Okay, Calypso, shoot. You're good at this game. Niall was lost, though, so I guess, alright, it's fine. It's okay. It's alright. It's fine. You don't need to know.
It's fine. It's fine.
Chloe has done it. Michaela has called you out in the comments.
Yeah, I just said I did it.
Yeah. We talked about that.
Michaela, did you get my pizza yet?
What was it? Bacon and
pineapple. Make sure it's actually pineapple this time.
Oh, make sure. I knew that song, but forgot the right title. Kat said.
So we got bacon and pineapple pizza last night, but they sent a bacon and pepperoni pizza.
Oh, okay. Let's see. This one's really easy, so hopefully you get this one in honor of Homegirl's new album. That's a little clue.
No idea.
Oh God!
I listen to country music.
You might know her. And that's another clue. It's a her.
I probably know her, but like,
wait,
I mean, I don't know if I know her. Like,
the song. We've been drinking and taking shots with Lord. See me if you get the song. Oh, do 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 do.
See, y'all know what kind of y'all know what kind of music I like. So I know that was Adele.
Yes, no. Niall said Summer Walker, but Michaela said Adele, and Kat said Adele. So apparently the House of Savage got that one as well. And Dion said pineapple don't go on no damn pizza. Dion Sage said pineapple don't go on.
Dion Sage, you never lied so much in your goddamn life.
You know what? I'm glad.
Yeah, I can see your hand. You know, raising your hand and shit.
I'm glad that Amazon got the Adele song at least. So
that's right, Pat. So you might as well pray for my demonic ass.
So you having a sad girl autumn?
Goes up
that's what happened. You had a sad girl autumn. That's why you remember that one. Did you hear that? The sad girl autumn. I was like, I'm over.
I only got to one song so far.
No, I'm over this new generation. No, I'm just kidding. But it was Hot Girl Summer and then Sad Girl Autumn. I was like,
that don't even make sense.
Because Summer Walker came out with an album. All the sad girls of the industry came out with new albums this season. Adele being one of them. That's why I had to put that song in there.
I love her song
Adele.
We love some Adele.
That's my nighttime. That's my nighttime song.
Oh, that's your bedtime song?
It surely fucking is.
Lord Jesus. Dion and Chloe are about to have a Vogue battle about pineapple pizza.
Also, you gonna lose?
Listen, Dion gonna break an ankle, but he'll fight. He'll fight the way he believes.
Why he's trying to lose the trophy again?
Last ball, Dion hung in there.
He did.
He hung in there.
You had him come up twice.
He did 2 sessions against some young bucks. So you know.
And y'all put me against that person that was really good. I was like, well, y'all didn't do it. They picked me. I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my God. I don't know.
Evie was the judge at that ball.
I was so intimidated. I was like, this person just walked in here. Everybody knew who this person was. Y'all want me to vote again? Oh, no. Jesus.
Calypso was right there with you.
Yeah, but Calypso broke the house down.
Yeah,
I'm a newbie.
Calypso was tired after her first battle.
Yeah, Calypso did.
But Calypso gave us the first.
Calypso said, I ain't no young buck.
She did get the first
said, I ain't no young buck. Calypso did the first dip and then did the second dip. So I'm not
also for all the
she shook every bench that was sitting on that floor.
So I'm not mad. You should be tired after that.
I feel like that is an important thing to mention. In the ballroom culture, it is called a dip. As where in the drag queen culture, it is called a death drop.
Yes. It is not a death drop. It is a dip.
That is not a suicide drop either.
Anywho's, now that we've got that. I forgot. That should have been one of the first things we said. Goodness gracious! But I'm gonna give you guys back the rest of your Friday. I know you got to get to work. Oh no, you working?
No, I work at 11.
Good girl. We got some more drinks.
This Sunday at the Dark Lady.
Hallelujah. So yes,
it is November
tell us what's going on. Tell us what's going on.
So this Sunday at the Dark Lady is the November No Man Ball, which is a read-in ball. And all our balls are catered by Cleo's and Rosalina's restaurants here in Providence.
That mac and cheese was good last time.
Oh, wait until you see what you got in store now.
And gifts are sponsored by
Mr. Sister.
Mr. Sister. And for December, they also agreed that they would do a Mr. Sister gift swap.
Ooh.
So participants for the next ball in December, there would be a gift swap for everyone that participates in it.
Okay.
So,
this is at the Dark Lady, by the way, Dark Lady Providence.
In Dark Lady, I also like to announce that as judges, we do pick our bartenders. We are the judges and the MCs, the host of it. So we try to make it a safe space as possible, even though some people may have some back history about it, but please don't let that deter you from joining our ball.
Please don't. It is a really amazing thing.
And also, if you come to a ball and you walk, please remember our number one rule. Do not argue with the judges.
Do not. Yes. Yeah.
Also,
that's the real tea.
No cultural appropriation. That is not
yours
or your
No.
If you do, I will chop you myself.
And I will kick you the fuck out.
Not walking in with a headdress, because I seen that in one of the videos and the old Vogue thing. And I was like,
that was like,
girl.
No, that was like,
girl.
what, like 80?
Yeah, but now watching it with a different mindset, you're like, oh, it hurts.
But no, but it's like, nowadays, they wouldn't do a ball. Like they would, but only people of that... of those descents would be able to.
Right. And is there anything else, any other events that either of you want to promote, want to tell the viewers about?
I got a shitload of events.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay,
so,
let us have it, honey.
Tomorrow night, I will be in the drag show at the Dark Lady. And it will be an all-trans cast.
Ah.
It will be me.
Okay.
Nicole Lewis, Tila Renee.
Okay.
We'll have DJ Transcendence as the DJ.
I don't think I've ever seen Tila Renee dance.
No. So they'll be performing. The DJ will be DJ Transcendence, who's also a trans girl. And one of the dancers will be actually my very own, my daughter, my best friend, Nikita Savage.
Aww.
Will be dancing.
Okay. I'm waiting. I almost thought you were going to say Cat. I was like, oh, Cat on the pole now?
No, Cat is actually one of our dancers.
I thought I saw Cat's face on the poster.
Yeah, she's one of our dancers now. And then I will also be performing next Saturday at Dark Lady.
Okay.
With Black Brandy and Paris.
Oh, yes.
Star.
I love both of those people.
And if for those of you that like to travel...
oh, Bobby's Place. Yes.
No, we're not there till January.
No? Okay.
December 17th, I will be performing at X Room in Springfield.
Okay. All right.
And I'll also be there, and it's an hour and a half.
God,
and it's not that bad.
Anything more than 45 minutes, I'm like, no.
Girl, smoke a blunt and you'll be there.
That's true. You know, sometimes you losing track of time. But, it's okay.
But I'll also be performing at X Room on New Year's Eve.
Awesome. Okay. All right. And how about anything for you?
For me, mine's is a little academic. So for those that
we love a good mix. That's what the show's all about. We like the fun and we like to have a little academic.
So I was just part of a curation exhibition that's going to be there till January. It's actually at the URI Kingston campus. It's called Away from Home, and it's about Native American kids from the mid 18th century and early 19th century that experienced the boarding school and boarding school trauma. So for those, it's a expedition with actual artifacts from the boarding school system. If you're interested, like I said, it's at the URI Kingston campus.
Okay.
Is right where the Fine Arts Building is. Now for myself, like I said before, I'm an artist. I do beadwork and jewelry and accessories. So,
oh, yes, and they're always so beautiful. Okay, yes, please leave that link in the comments, too.
Yeah, so I actually got some things at Frisky Fries. So Frisky Fries has a little displays outside in their panel. So I have to replenish because all my lip earrings got sold, so I'm gonna do some more.
Okay.
But I got some artwork there at Frisky Fries, so come by. That's a little local thing.
And if you haven't had Frisky Fries, if you're local, please have Frisky Fries. It's so good. Oh my God, that's so amazing. I didn't even know that. Okay, next time I go there, I'm gonna make sure to check that out. And I am going to leave you guys with, as I always like to say, make sure you're being good to yourselves. I know you've heard it so much.
Oh, we have to say it like that.
Oh my God.
House savage.
It's good to. What is it? What is it?
It's simple and short. Stay savage.
I like that. That's cute. I'm a little bit too bouge to be savage, but it's okay. Not
we know.
It's okay. It's okay. No, but you know what? Make sure you're being good to yourselves, guys. Holiday season's coming up, and it's very trying. A lot of us are not somewhat strained with our blood families, and so, just make sure you're looking inward for your inner peace. And again, being good to yourselves. Everyone else around you and the world will beat you up enough, and I can't stress it enough. Do not beat yourself up. Do not, try not to go down those rabbit holes of depression and things along those lines that happen so often around this time of the year. But I love you all for watching. Thank you so much for keeping up. I will be back January 14th, 15th, around that time, whatever the next Friday is, so look out for that. And I'm going to play us out today while we take this. Yes. Oh, wait, hold on.
Also,
Miss Savage has something to say.
So for anybody in Providence, if you ever have any questions or you want to talk about the ballroom culture itself, and you see me or Amazon out and about, feel free to walk up to us. We will always have a discussion or a talk.
I love that. Thank you for extending that. That's really open.
If you see Dion stage, run.
Don't run. But you know what?
They're gonna give a sermon. Run.
But you know what? That right there is the overall. What I want to say is the overall theme of this season 4 has been the season of community. And I've been really blessed and really happy to be able to incorporate so many different people from the community this season, and so many different people reaching out to me about being on the show. And not only that, talking about what they want to talk about. And not just what I think is interesting, because I can talk all day about what I think is interesting, but I love hearing from you guys and from the community and what everybody else feels is important to them. But before I get all mushy, I'm going to let you guys go. It's Friday night. I know y'all trying to get out. You changing into your cute stuff now. But we're going to play out, and we're going to take these shots, you guys, before we leave. One more shot. And hopefully you guys have your drinks prepared, too. To Tea with Taylor, to all your endeavors, and to the holiday season. Cheers. Salute to you all.
To all the houses and all the 007s.
Yes.
And I guess that includes Dion.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. Enjoy your Friday night. Salute. Peace.